Imagine standing on the deck of a ship in 1869 and watching something impossible move across the Atlantic Ocean. Not a battleship, not a fleet, but a floating city of iron, longer than a football field, heavier than 8,000 tons, slowly being dragged through open sea. This was the largest floating dry dock the world had ever seen. In the mid-19th century, Britain ruled the oceans, but power at sea came with a problem. Warships broke, rusted, and needed constant repair. The Atlantic was vast, and Bermuda was the Royal Navy's most important outpost between Europe and the Americas. Yet beneath Bermuda lay porous sandstone, useless for building a traditional dry dock. Dig, and the sea rushed in. So British engineers did something radical. Instead of carving a dock from the land, they decided to make one that floated. Near Woolwich on the River Thames, they built a colossal U-shaped iron structure, 380 feet long, designed to lift the heaviest ironclads of its age, including the legendary HMS Warrior. Inside its iron walls were ballast chambers and powerful pumps, allowing the dock to sink beneath a ship, then rise again, lifting thousands of tons of steel clean out of the water. It was engineering audacity on a scale never attempted before. But building it was only half the challenge. Now, Britain had to move it. In June 1969, the dry dock began one of the strangest voyages in maritime history, a nearly 4,000 nautical mile journey across the Atlantic Ocean. It had no engines of its own. Instead, it was towed in stages by the most powerful ironclads in the Royal Navy: Agincourt, Northumberland, Warrior, and Black Prince, with HMS Terrible standing guard. To survive the open ocean, the dock's ends were sealed to reduce drag. Engineers even rigged a sail inside the hollow structure to capture tailwinds. Against all expectations, the massive iron giant reached speeds of more than 6 knots, faster than many ships towing far smaller loads. For weeks, it crept across the Atlantic, a floating monument to Victorian ambition. When it finally arrived in Bermuda, it transformed British naval power overnight. For over 30 years, the dock repaired and maintained warships that patrolled the Atlantic, projecting British influence across 2 hemispheres. It wasn't replaced until 1906. Today, its journey stands as a reminder of a time when engineers didn't ask whether something was easy, but whether it was possible. And then they dragged 8,000 tons of iron across an ocean to prove it was.